our Lord Jesus Christ, through whom
Cost
we
me
have
60
gained
bucks.
access by faith into this grace in which we now stand.
Yeah,
We
we
boast in the hope of the glory of God. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our hearts through the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us. So first together.
was that he's Romeo from That's awesome.
all I need is one big good to stick to run the water. But I don't love it. I've got nowhere. So, no matter what I say, no matter what I believe, no matter what I do, I'm thankful without love.
Lord, we thank you for another night here at Youth Group, another night for us to get closer to each other, another night for us to grow in our bonds with each other. Lord, all of us here tonight, we pray for Nana, and we pray for healing for her, quick and easy. Lord, I pray for Alain as he gives us our message tonight. I hope all of his nerves are taken away. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right. We're in our last week of #WC, so World Christian. The whole theme of this series is the Great Commission. It says in Matthew 28:16, and the 11 disciples went to Galilee to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." The first 2 weeks, past 2 weeks, we looked at what does it mean to be a world Christian. How do we define it? What sort of things do we have to do in order to be a world Christian? In the first week I talked about what Christ says when you have to deny yourself. You have to take up your cross, take ownership of your sins. That what is it good to gain the whole world but yet forfeit your soul? Then last week, we talked about Abraham and Isaac. We looked at what it is to present to God a burnt offering, the thing that you care for the most, to give to Him so that you can have absolute faith. This week, we're going to look at the why. Why should we become a world Christian? Why should we share our faith? Why should we invite kids to church, to youth group, to 412, see you at the pole, saw you at the pole? This is why. Matthew 25, 35 through 46. This is Jesus talking. He's talking in a parable. "For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in. I needed clothes and you clothed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was in prison and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "I tell you the truth. Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me." Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison and you did not look after me." They also will answer, "Lord, when did we see you not help and did not help you? He will reply, I tell you the truth. Whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. That's why. You see, the idea of serving someone else isn't just benefiting someone else, but it is in turn benefiting Christ. Because that person now gets to know who Christ is. Even if you don't say him by name, they know him by action. They understand that there is someone who cares. And through you, Christ cares for them. It's all about love. It's all about sharing that love that Christ has for you with someone else. To show them, it doesn't matter how dumb you think you are, how ugly you think you are, how pathetic you think you are, that there's a man who went to that cross out of love and compassion for them. Through your actions, you are helping someone else feel accepted. You see, that is our base desire. It is our human condition to want to be accepted. And sadly, we go to the extreme to follow what the world tells us, and we sacrifice everything so that others may like us. And that leads us down these paths that get us in trouble, cause us to sin, cause us to make mistakes. But it is students like you who come to youth group every single week who are learning about what Christ is. That is going to go into the world, go into your classes, go into your school, go into your teams, and you're going to show them, hey, there's a better way. The world's wrong. Jesus is not. The world's going to convince you that it loves you as long as you wear the nicest clothes. As long as you own the nicest cell phone, the nicest car, the nicest house. As long as you go and you stay outside for 3 hours tanning so you have a nice tan. As long as you go to the gym for 3 hours every day so you look good. Then people will love you. That's what the world tells you. The world is wrong. What Christ wants you to tell the world is that it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter who you are, how popular you are, how unpopular you are, how you view yourself. It doesn't matter. Because Jesus himself loves you absolutely and unconditionally. And then through people like myself, these adults, Donna, you see Christ because we show you what Christ is, because we sacrifice our time to be here. Guys, these adults, they work 40, 50, 60 hours a week to provide for their families, and then they come up here. Then they come out to our events. They come to our lock-ins. They come to our fundraisers to love you. I want to share a story with you. One of your classmates, he lives this out. And sometimes it's very confusing to his friends, but he lives this out absolutely. He has this tendency where he comes in and he'll make a friend with somebody. And he gets real close to them. And when he sees that they understand who Christ is, through his actions, when they see that they are loved for who they are, that they don't have to be anybody else, he moves on. Now, for many of you, you would think that that's horrible. Why would you move on from someone that's your friend? He's still their friend. He's not losing them as a friend. But he understands that once that individual knows who Christ is, there's someone else who needs it. And so he'll try different things just because he wants to, because he knows he can make friends. And then when he's done with his calling there, he will move on to something else. And so many times I have his friends coming up to me saying, hey, I'm really concerned about him because he's quitting all this stuff. And I think he's really struggling. But at the end of the day, he's not struggling. He is living out what Christ is telling him to do. He is being that world Christian. He is loving as many people as he possibly can. But you see, Christ didn't stay in one singular location. He didn't say, I'm going to stay in Nazareth. I'm going to only limit myself to them. No, he loved them until it was ready for God to move them on. And then he moved on to another town, and then another town, and then another town. And I'm sure that those people in that village felt the same way. Don't leave us. Why are you leaving us? Apparently you don't care about us because you're not staying. No. There's others who need you. You see, Christ talks about that he didn't come here to be a doctor for the healthy. Because the healthy don't need a doctor. He came to be a doctor for the sick. And once he gets that sick person healthy, he moves on. The last thing I really want to address with you guys, faith. You see, there's an ideology that has been developed in the past 10 years or so. Really, it started with my generation. But there's this idea that people can be fake. That they say one thing, but then they do something else. My brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Not a single person you meet is fake. Here's why. Sin. Just because people make mistakes doesn't mean they're fake. The reason they are making that mistake is because they don't know this. They don't know Christ. They don't know who He is. So they don't know how to be genuine. They don't know how to be true. They don't know how to be real. That's where you guys come into play. This is where hashtag WC is very important. Because you do know truth. You come every week and you hear it. You are as genuine as they come. But even you make mistakes. Even you, at times, are considered fake. That's where love comes in. It's all about love. It's all about understanding people make mistakes. And loving them unconditionally and sacrificially. Now understand. That doesn't mean that if they're hurting you, that you have to associate with them. You can love them from a distance. You can pray for them at a distance. Christ did it all the time. There's plenty of times where he was being challenged, threatened even, and he knew it was coming from the Pharisees, and he hightailed it away. He ran. But then he prayed for him, and he still loved him. My challenge for you guys this week, love. Love someone you haven't loved before. Treat them the way that Christ treats you every day. Treat them the way that I treat you every Wednesday night. Every time I dismiss you guys, there's one thing I always say. I've been saying it since the first day I got here. I love you and I'll see you next week. Because I genuinely love every single one. And trust me, there's been times some of you guys have seriously frustrated me and angered me. But I love you anyway. I love you unconditionally. So let's go to God in prayer. Okay, ready? Just answer. 1, 2, 3. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for tonight. I want to thank you for this ministry and for this opportunity to share your word with each of these students. Father, I ask that you guide them. I ask that you show them the people you want them to minister to. Father, you don't have to go to seminary. You know this. You don't have to go and be a senior pastor to help people, to love on them, to be a Christian. You can just be you. And Father, I ask that you reveal that to each of these students. Give them the courage and the strength to go to school tomorrow, to love those that are struggling, that are hurting, those that are lost, because they don't know who you are. And to these students, they will know who you are. Father, we love you very much. In your name I pray. Amen.
Alain.
All right. Real quick, a couple things. Next month is going to be awesome. All right. We have a new teaching series coming in next month called Monopoly. This is going to be different than anything we've ever done. For the entire month, you're going to simulate living on your own. You're going to be given money. You're going to be given bills. You're going to put your family units.
Hopefully throw money.
So I'll give a very short message every week, teaching the biblical principles about finances. But we've been blessed to have the finance team of this church to come and support us. And they're going to man different stations all around the second floor and the third floor. And so every week, what you're going to do is you're going to get your family unit after I have my message, when I dismiss you. Because this is going to be our small group time. It's going to be about an hour time, I'm hoping. You're going to be put into small groups. I'm going to assign you to small groups. And that's going to be your family unit for the next 4 weeks in October. And this is the setting. Each of you, it doesn't matter if you're a 6th grader or if you're a senior, you will all be 18 years old. You will have just graduated high school. You have your first part-time job. You're working 29 hours a week, making minimum wage. And each of you will be going to college. Some will go to university, some will go to junior college, some will not.
The resurrection of ITT Texas.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Listen, we're almost done. You will work with your family unit. And you'll have to rent an apartment. And there's going to be apartments you have to go and find. There's going to be, I have apartments already picked out. There's 3 of them. You get to pick from the 3. And you have to decide as a family unit if you can afford it. There's going to be cell phone, cable internet. You have to decide if you can as a family unit, if you can afford it. There's going to be a whole grocery. You have to go buy groceries. Pay electric, pay water, pay for insurance, get a credit card, get a checking account, savings account. All of this stuff you guys are actually going to be doing. All right? Yep. Yep. All of you guys will be doing this stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be 4 weeks. Each week is going to simulate 1 month. All right? So I'll have a budget for you, and you have to go in and allocate money to each line item. All right? Hands down. I'm not taking any questions. Y'all have to find out next month. I'm just giving you a preview. of what's coming next month. So next month, I really encourage you guys, please invite your friends. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very active, very engaged. And one last thing. There's a little trick to this. Every week, each group is going to be assigned a tragedy. Something that is going to happen, that's bad, is going to happen to your family unit. And then you have to, as a family unit, figure out how to handle that. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are going to enjoy it. Last thing, Nana, we have a very special presentation.
Operation Birthday.
Carson, come on up. Carson, you want something to tell you? Carson, I give you the floor.
Can I please meet him?
Ready?
Covered it.
Stop and shout for Pink Out. I love you.
Thank you, Carson.
Ears not bleeding.
Junior high girls, you're in your rooms. Junior high boys, you're in your rooms. Junior high girls, there. Junior high boys, there.
Alan. We're going to see Alan. Alright, y'all go over there. I wanted to stay here.
Left here, girls over there. Over there. Alan! Yes,
Ooh.